Imagine it starts raining today, not for an hour, not for a day, but for an entire week. Most of us would simply stay indoors, watch movies, scroll through social media, order food, wrap ourselves in a blanket, or complain that the internet is slow. Rain might ruin our plans, but it rarely threatens our survival. Now imagine the exact same situation 30,000 years ago. There were no houses, no supermarkets, no waterproof jackets, no electricity, and no food deliveries. So what did ancient humans do when it rained all week? The answer reveals just how incredibly adaptable our ancestors really were. For ancient humans, the biggest problem wasn't simply getting wet. Continuous rain could become a matter of life and death. After several days of rainfall, almost everything became soaked. Firewood was difficult to burn, and without fire there was no way to cook food, stay warm, or keep dangerous predators away during the night. Fire was one of humanity's greatest survival tools, and losing it could have disastrous consequences. Starting a new fire with wet wood and damp surroundings wasn't easy. It could take hours or even days, meaning ancient humans had to protect their fire at all costs. In many ways, they feared losing their fire more than they feared the rain itself. Unlike us, ancient humans couldn't simply walk back into a warm house whenever the weather turned bad. Instead, they searched for natural shelters that could protect them from the storm. Large caves, rock overhangs, dense forests. In places where caves weren't available, some groups built simple shelters using wooden branches, leaves, and animal skins stretched over frames. These structures were far from comfortable, but they helped keep families dry enough to survive. During weeks of constant rain, entire groups often stayed together inside these shelters because traveling through flooded forests and slippery landscapes was simply too dangerous. Finding food also became much harder. Rain washed away animal tracks, making large prey such as deer, bison, or mammoths much more difficult to locate. Wet ground and changing winds also made hunting less predictable, while rivers could swell and become dangerous to cross. Instead of risking long hunts, ancient humans adapted their strategy. They gathered berries, edible roots, mushrooms, nuts, and fruits whenever they could find them. Groups living near rivers or coastlines collected shellfish, fish, and other aquatic food sources. They also trapped smaller animals that required less energy to catch than large game. Many archaeologists believe prehistoric people planned ahead by drying or smoking meat during good weather so they would have food stored when hunting became nearly impossible. Much like people today stock up on supplies before hurricanes or severe storms, ancient humans prepared whenever they could. Rainy weeks weren't spent doing nothing. While staying inside their shelters, ancient humans made the best use of their time. They repaired broken spears, sharpened stone tools, crafted new weapons, and prepared animal hides to make warmer clothing and bedding. Adults taught children essential survival skills, from toolmaking to identifying edible plants and dangerous animals. As families gathered around the fire, they likely shared stories about successful hunts, dangerous encounters, and lessons learned from previous generations. Many scientists believe these evenings around the fire played an important role in passing knowledge from one generation to the next. In a way, those rainy nights may have been humanity's very first classrooms, where experience became wisdom and wisdom became survival. Looking back, it's incredible to compare our lives with theirs. Today, if it rains for an entire week, we might feel bored or frustrated because we can't go outside. But for ancient humans, a week of rain tested every skill they possessed. Their intelligence, teamwork, planning, and ability to adapt determined whether they survived or not. They weren't the fastest animals on Earth, nor the strongest. Yet they outlasted countless powerful species because they learned how to solve problems instead of giving up. The next time you hear rain tapping against your window, remember that thousands of years ago, that same rain could decide whether an entire family lived or died. And perhaps that's one of the greatest reasons humans became the dominant species on our planet. If you enjoyed learning about the incredible survival skills of our ancient ancestors, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Manhiger, and join us for more fascinating journeys into prehistoric life, science facts, and mind-blowing what-if scenarios.